Price action trading, pros and concerns. Hello traders, this is Petko Aleksandrov, the chief trader at Forex Academy, and in today's video I will describe a price action trading strategy that we use successfully in the academy. And this is a free video, it's not going to be part of any of our trading courses. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel to get free videos from us, make sure to do it now. And we will keep recording videos to share with you the strategies and the trading systems that we use in the academy. Now, as a price action trader, I'm always looking for the volatile assets such as the Bitcoin. And yesterday I had some great profits with the Bitcoin as it passed again the $10,000, a very impulsive break of the $10,000. And in this video I will do a quick overview of the strategy that I'm using, and you will be able to apply it at the end of the video. So all price action traders use different methods, different drawing tools, indicators, different trading platforms, different price action patterns, but what's common for everybody is the price. Okay, this is why it's called price action trading, because we are trading based on what the price forms. So for the very beginner traders, what usually we have on the chart are the candlesticks or the bars. If I zoom, you will see what they look like. So these are bars that are formed from the price, and the most common outlook is the candlesticks, because they give us the idea when the market was positive and when the market was negative. For example, this long red candlestick shows that it was a negative hour for the Bitcoin, and then this positive green bar shows that it was a very positive hour for the Bitcoin. And why I say hour? Because one candlestick or one bar represents 1 hour time. And exactly this presentation of the price allows us to draw different lines, to use different indicators, and I will explain to you what I use for my price action trading strategy, which could apply not only for the Bitcoin but for any other trading asset that you want to trade with. For example, if you are a fan of the currency pairs, you can do price action forex trading, or if you are a fan of stocks, you can do stock trading as well. Anything on the market that moves could be traded, and of course we need the brokers to offer it and to provide it in order to have the access to trade with it. For the purpose of this lecture, I have selected to use TradingView, which is a great online platform for trading so many different assets, and I'm not related to the platform, so don't take it as a recommendation. I simply combine it when I do cryptocurrency trading or investing, and I do the analysis over TradingView, and in this case for the Bitcoin. And I'm trading in Coinbase recently, a great cryptocurrency exchange from where you can trade so many different cryptocurrencies. In the description below we will put a link if you want to test it, and you will get actually some dollars extra if you use the link from the description below. Alright, now let me start from scratch. If you don't have any experience in trading, I will go to the daily chart and you will see how it looks like. And let me move to a part where we don't have any drawings, and in this case I will select the period between August 2019 and December 2019. Now the first important thing about price action trading, this is the trend. The price has the tendency to trend. What means to trend? to go in one direction for a longer period of time. For example, in this period the price was falling. As you can see, there are some periods when the price is going up, down, up again, down, but overall the price goes down. And in this case it dropped from 12,290 down to 6,500 and something. And in this case the Bitcoin lost 2 times of its value. And one more time, for this price action strategy I will stick to the Bitcoin because recently I traded a lot and it's very volatile, but you can apply the strategy to any other trading asset, forex, crypto, commodity, stocks, whatever you want to trade. So what is the trend? The trend is defined as series of higher highs and higher lows, which means that when we have consecutive lower highs and consecutive lower lows, we will have a downtrend. In this case we have such downtrend. For example, here we have a high, and then we have a lower high, and then we have another lower high, and this forms the downtrend. And on the other side we have series of lower lows, which forms the downtrend. So one more time, in price action trading we say that we are in a downtrend when we have series of lower highs and series of lower lows. The very same thing on the other side when the price is going up. Let's take that period after 2020. You can see we have series of higher highs and series of higher lows. So this period is an uptrend. And most price action traders, they want to trade with the direction of the trend. And why is that? Because we have a higher chance to be on the profitable side. For example, if we buy, we have a higher chance to reach our targets because we are in an uptrend. Most of the people are buying at this moment, okay? And when we are in a downtrend, what that means? The people are selling. And no matter why we sell the asset, we have a bigger chance to profit out of it because the majority of the price action traders are selling. And I'm talking about profits in selling because keep in mind that with the forex brokers we have the chance to benefit when the price drops, because there we trade with CFD trading, which means contract for difference, or in other words we can sell an asset without having it previously and we can close the position in a lower price and benefit out of that. Now with the exchanges and especially with the cryptocurrencies, everybody is looking for the moment when to buy, because when selling it on a more expensive price we will benefit. Now let's go a little bit earlier, after the period of 2019, and I'm not going to talk about the periods of 2017, 2018. This was a crazy time for the Bitcoin. Everybody was buying, not really rules in there. It was just one direction and everything changed at the end of 2017 and beginning of 2018. However, after 2019 we have a really normal market for the Bitcoin, which allows us to apply different price action strategies and to benefit easily and without so much stress as it was in 2017 and 2018. Now to explain what this price action strategies, I will start really from the plain chart, and after that I will demonstrate to you some of my recent trades and I will show you some real statistic of my trading and you will see how I applied. Now as I've said, we are in an uptrend when we have series of higher highs and higher lows. So in this case I don't need really to put anything on the chart. It's very obvious that we have series of higher highs and higher lows. The price is going up and what we are looking for is when to join the trend, or in other words when to get on the train. And what is price action trading? We analyze the price to find the best possible entry, and we use price action trading strategies to know when exactly to buy and when exactly to sell and to get off the train. Now for this period of time, you can see that the price is going aggressively higher. And if you look at the market like that, it's really risky to buy at such a moment because we never know when the move will stop, and most of the time this is a common mistake that the beginner price action traders do, to buy at such highs, and after that the price just pulls back and they might turn into a huge loss. For example, if I zoom here, you will see that the price reached 8,250 and then it dropped nearly to 6,500. So that's a huge drop, and most of the traders just get afraid and they want to sell, and they sell because they don't want to take bigger losses. Now the smart price action traders are going to buy exactly on these pullbacks, or this is called retracement, and this is very normal because at this moment the smart investors, the smart traders are taking their profits, they sell, and this makes the price drop. However, the majority of the people still want to buy and they push the price higher and higher. So how you can use these pullbacks? The price action strategy that I use relies on the counter trend line. So what is the counter trend line? I will draw one here so you can have a better idea. It's a line that goes against the trend. As we said, at this moment, at this period of time, we are in an uptrend. So counter trend line means a line that is against the trend. It's not with the direction of the trend, but it's against it. It's the opposite drawing that we do with the regular trend lines. And when the price breaks this counter trend line, it's one of the best entries I have ever used as price action trader. And I've been using now the counter trend line for over 10 years, and it works great, and it will continue work great for me and for many of the students that I have in the academy, because it represents the intention of the people to buy again after a normal retracement on the market. Okay, because the price was going up, there was a retracement one time, two time, and this is a huge retracement. And when the people, the mass of people, the mass of the traders are ready to buy again, they buy and the price just goes up. These are the moves that we want to catch, and this is really easy to be used. No need to go for complicated price action patterns, butterflies and all colorful charts that you can see many traders doing just to make you confused and to sell you different systems and strategies that are so complicated, and they really cannot prove to you that they are profitable. However, in my courses I show live examples, and in the price action trading course I show real trading from using the counter trend line. And in my recent cryptocurrency investment course I showed every single trade that I'm taking during the last months, and I will keep recording it. So if you want to see my live examples of how I'm trading with the counter trend line, you can have a look at these courses. But now I want to teach you how you can use it for your trading. Now to have a look at more detailed chart, I will go down to hourly chart. I will zoom it and I will explain to you how I draw it. So we have the series of higher highs and higher lows, and then we have one lower high, which we call failure of the recent low, which means that at this moment the buyers are trying to push the price higher, but they fail. and the price forms a lower high. Okay, this high is lower than this one, which allows me to draw the counter trend line. And this is exactly price action trading, because I use the action in the price to do the drawings. And when the traders and the investors fail to take a certain high, the price forms a lower high and the price drops, and I have the chance to draw a line. Very simply, to draw a line you need 2 points. In this case it is 2 highs. After the retracement, when the mass of people is ready to buy again, the price pushes again, and the moment it breaks the counter trend line is the moment for the entry. This is where I take the trades. And just a little bit earlier from this example, we have another opportunity. It's another counter trend line right here. Again we have a new high, and then the price fails to take it, which means that the resistance of the people who are selling is stronger than the buyers, and they don't allow the price to cover that top. The price drops, and this gives me the opportunity to draw the counter trend line, and then a very impulsive break of the counter trend line, which happened just in one day. And in this case, the price of the Bitcoin moved from 8,073 up to 8,732. Alright, so the counter trend line is a really great price action trading technique which you can apply for any asset, and there are plenty of different price action trading strategies, but if you really stick to the simple ones like this price action strategy that I demonstrate at the moment, you will have a better overview of the market and you will see actually where the price is. Because if you draw too many price action indicators over the chart, or even sometimes one price action indicator makes the chart very hard to read. I'm not going into details now, but I will draw any indicator catching some of the moves. You will see that they are very colorful, and if you put too many lines you will really mess up and you will not see the price. And when we are doing price action trading, the price is the most important, so I keep it very simple. Now if I go to some of my recent examples from this year, actually from yesterday, you will see how my chart looks. Here is a little bit messy because of the prices that Coinbase shows, but if I go to hourly chart to make it in more details, you will see that I have colors just because I use the Fibonacci, which is a great price action indicator, and I use the Fibonacci to know where is my target. And yesterday my target from the previous Fibonacci that I had, this one over here, was just reached. Okay, the price reached above 10,081 and I had my target reached, which made me sell some cryptocurrencies. I have sold Chainlink, Stellar, some Ethereum, because the Ethereum did a great move together with the Bitcoin. And usually what I do is I analyze, or I do price action trading over the Bitcoin, but I trade the smaller cryptocurrencies because simply they move faster in percentages, and I explained that in details in my cryptocurrency investment strategy course. So to give you an idea where were my last entries using the counter trend line, here is the most recent one where I have bought on the 25th of July, just a few days ago. The price failed to take the high and the price broke aggressively, so I have bought cryptocurrency at that moment, and it was a great entry. It was below the $10,000, and when the 10,000 was broken, you can see where the price reached today, above 10,441. And because I know many of you are very skeptical and they want to see actual results, I will show you some results. I will open my Coinbase account and you will see that yesterday on the 26th of July I have sold Chainlink. In this case it was about 1,407 euro, and I have sold 226 of a Chainlink, which I have bought at a really nice price. My total investment here was 1,000 euro, so from this single trade I have 407 euro, which is 40.7%. And as well, yesterday I have sold Stella. Yep, here it is. I have sold 652 euro, and my initial investment was 500 euro, so 152 was the pure profit that I did with the Stellar. And that's my overall portfolio in one of the Coinbase accounts that I have. It's very stable, going upwards, and it's in an uptrend, which is very good for me. However, I achieve this stable results over time just by following strict price action strategy, and I have a very strict money management, which I explain again in the course. And the recent drop that you see in the account, this one here, is because I simply recorded an example for the course and I wanted to show how to withdraw. So I did a withdrawal yesterday, or this was just the profit from yesterday. I did a withdrawal to my Visa card to show to you, the beginner traders, that with Coinbase there are no any issues to withdraw funds back to your Visa card or to your PayPal account. And by the way, it happens instantly, which is pretty cool. So whenever you need some money from your wallet, you can withdraw it. Alright, so this is the strategy that I use for so many years. Recently I trade a lot of the cryptos because, as I've said, since 2019 the market is just a normal market. The price goes up and down. It's not crazy as it was in 2017, 2018, and you can apply different price action trading strategies. But keep in mind that whatever strategy you select to use, you need to be very, very strict, and you should not fall under emotions, because, as you know, the emotions are what make the people lose. For example, yesterday I took some profits after the Bitcoin reached my target of 2.618 from Fibonacci, and it continued higher. So if I allow myself to fall in emotions, I will say, alright, let me keep these cryptos longer, and because the price is going upwards, I want more profit. But I will show you what happened with these cryptos that I have sold yesterday. I will click on prices and you will see that the Chainlink is down with 7.34%. The Stellar is down with 7.27%. Alright, for some reason, since yesterday the Bitcoin is going upwards, the Chainlink, Tesla, Stellar going downwards, and if I have waited more, I would have lost my profit. So I'm very strict. This was my target. I have recorded examples for the course. Exactly when the profit was reached, immediately I sell it, and that's it. And I'm not greedy to keep it longer or to buy again right after I have sold. Okay, I'm waiting for the next counter trend line, which still didn't show on the chart. And by the way, my last entry was a great price action pattern. Actually, it was a flag. I know that many of you are familiar with flags. Here it is. But I prefer just to draw the counter trend line. No need really to draw a flag. And for the beginners, the flag is one of the price action patterns where we analyze if the price will go upwards or downwards after it breaks any of the lines of the flag. So here we have a move up, then we have a flag. If the price breaks upwards, it's expected to continue higher. However, I would not rely on such price action patterns but I would rely on the trend. I would like to see the bigger picture, and if we are in an uptrend, yep, definitely I would like to buy. Okay, and to see the bigger picture you need to go on a daily chart to recognize that we are in an uptrend. So the very small flag that we have in our hourly chart, it's not really the thing that I am following. I want to know the big picture, which is the trend, and then I zoom into hourly chart to look for price action patterns. And with this simple price action strategy that I demonstrated, I use just the counter trend lines to enter on the market. And one more time, I show many examples in my trading courses, and recently especially in the cryptocurrency investment course and in the price action trading course. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you have enjoyed it, I will really appreciate to give it a like and subscribe to get more of our trading strategies. Bye guys.